Hello, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by once again. If you're a regular viewer, welcome back. If you're a new viewer, I'm Fraser Hoehle. I run my own plumbing and heating business, and today we're going to talk about the almighty Victoria Plumb products. So, in recent news, the guy that owns Victoria Plumb has been in the news for, in fact, being is a billionaire, if I remember rightly, which is madness. Madness. And the guy started out in the back of his shed making and shit products at that. According to a lot of plumbers in the industry, which is fair enough because when I first started my business, in order to compete with everybody else, I didn't have to use them, but I used Victoria Plumb products. And I'll be honest, for the first 6, 7 months, I didn't really grumble, never had an issue. The only thing that I needed to do is I needed to always replace the toilet cisterns because they were a disaster. You would turn the water onto them and they would just keep overflowing. So I just used to out my own pocket because in fact I did replace them at my own pocket because if I'd put my price any higher, all I got was complaints about the bill. When I first started, price was everything because obviously I wasn't established, and people are like, "Well, you're a new business. How the heck are you charging this much?" When I could just go and get an established business for the same price. So when I first started, I actually kind of cut costs and materials, and ended up costing myself more money in the long run because of it, which is a bit of an inconvenience if I'm being honest. So as I said, in the first year, I started fitting and using Victoria Plumb products. Which, I mean, I didn't have a problem. You could tell the quality was different. You could tell they were a wee bit cheaper made. The shower trays were plastic acrylic. And no matter how, there was an issue. I used to have serious issues trying to bond them to the floor. So the instructions say use sand and cement. I would use it. I would come back the next day and the trays would be cracking because they haven't bonded properly. And I would PVA the tray, I would PVA the floor, and I would still have the same issues. The toilet cisterns, the moulds on the inlet valve stuff to fit the toilet through were normally off. The sink moulds are off. The baths, so how you get the overflow and the actual grating where the should line up with the clicker button, that would also be off. So one would be straight and the other one would just be sitting out like that, and it would look hella stupid. So I decided to take it upon myself and I posted in the Plum Chat group on Facebook and asked, what is everyone's opinions of Victoria Plumb? And I'm going to read these out and I'll let you. I'll, oh, God. I don't know if it's just some people have had that much issues with them or it's just one of the things. Because in theory, you can have a lot of issues with loads of different bathroom manufacturers. I've had issues with high end manufacturer stuff. And yeah, so let's read these and see what they say. Right, here we go. So I managed to get 92 replies on this, okay? So Steve says, fucking dog shite. That is a great start. Lee, better than B&Q, however, if you have damages or missing parts, can take a week or two to be rectified. And let's talk about that, because that is an absolute nightmare waiting to happen on a bathroom. Again, it could happen with any other manufacturers, but I've experienced, this is why I stopped using the products, because it was taking 2 days. Like, oh, we can't get your delivery for tomorrow, so it was a week. And when you run a business, you really need the work. You need the money coming in to be able to fund it and pay the wages, pay bills, pay everything else, pay your vans, pay fuel. The costs of running a business are endless. And if you need to wait 1 to 2 weeks to get a payment off somebody, then that is pretty disastrous. Because in theory, yeah, the client could maybe pay you, but some people really aren't happy to pay without a finished product, which is fair enough because you could easily just take the money and no come back. And I can understand why a client might not really trust anybody. It's great value and superb quality at a price that's exceedingly good. And just for your information, this was a sarcastic reply. Thanks, Keith. Paul, in a word, shit. Right, okay. Johnny, shite. Andy, Victoria Plumb, Awful. Can't cast a toilet correctly, can't make a non-leaking shower or tap. Victorian Plumbing, no different quality to what your merchants are supplying you, and also do the same branded product at a lesser cost. That's on Victorian Plumbing, the like equivalent to Victoria Plumb, but they've got like more higher end products on the page. But I've had my fair share of problems with Victorian Plumbing, and I didn't even want to go into that because I might get pissed off. John, add another month onto the job. Yeah, just going back to what we said before, that's quite a, that would be quite annoying. I have found Victorian plumbing stuff is okay. Victoria, not so good. So the general consensus, if you want to buy cheaper products than what a merchant local's supplying, you'd want to go to Victorian plumbing. Again, I've had my problems with Victorian, and I'm not too sure. I've used them a fair amount, never had any issues. Anything wrong they've sent back. They've always sent a replacement out to me very fast. Used them for a year now. The stuff provided hasn't lost any quality and had no callbacks from it. Bradley, you are onto a winner. In this theory, there is going to be guys that do not have problems, which is brilliant if you're running a business and you've got any issues. But by the general consensus is that they're a nightmare. Hoehle, it's not just Victoria Plumb. Most online services, even in-store services, are poor. The quality of products vary massively. Some will be good, some will be poor. That's more the manufacturers than the wholesalers. And I could probably agree with that. I think, especially now during this lockdown, there's been a shortage of materials which they're struggling because apparently COVID and obviously Brexit, we're getting supplies over to us, that it's causing nothing but an issue. Materials are going up 30-40%, some up 50%. Like copper 3 months ago was £6. It's now fucking 11 quid. What? The prices are ridiculous. And I'll be honest, some manufacturers don't need to bloody be putting their prices up the way they have, do they? Some are just doing it so they can make more money. But the problem is the installers suffer, the clients suffer. And then less jobs get booked in because people don't want to pay for it. So I think manufacturers really need to take a look at their pricing. Hit and a miss, like everywhere else. Had some good stuff, had some fucking awful stuff. I wouldn't risk it in my house. Fair enough. If being a plumber, I would not put it in my own house. Oh my god, I'm lying. My bathroom. Cancel the video. My bathroom's got Victoria Plumb. When I started my business, or just before that, to be fair, I can actually back this up. The shower tray is shit. The glass fixed panel, pretty crap. The shower valves lasted 4 years. No complaints about that. The sink, no complaints about that. The tap, fine. Toilet, fine. The cistern ball cock thing, but we move. But my bathroom's Victoria Plumb. I actually totally forgot that. But then again, I got a guy who's meant to be my mate tile my bathroom. Tile. Said he was a tiler. Slept with a tiler. Absolute abysmal job. I actually got a tiler and the guy asked me if I'd done it myself because it was that bad. So if you're watching this, right, let's get on to the next one. Cheap for a reason. Yes, exactly. You pay for what you get, and some people are totally happy to pay for cheaper materials and know what kind of job they're getting. I'm all about that. That's fine because you know your market. There's another company, Victor Paris. I think they're meant to be really high-end products, but then again, they'll probably have an equivalent of the cheaper materials that they can supply. Mark, outstanding. I'll probably guess that was that guy. Jesse, refused to fit. So I've spoken to a few people over the time, and they have physically told me that they would physically not fit any bathroom supplied by Victoria Plumb, which is fair enough, because if there's any issues with the products, again, the turnaround time for a replacement is longer, and that means you're longer getting the money in the bank. Fair enough. John sent a GIF going, fair enough, mate, that's your opinion. Look, excellent quality. I love excellent quality. I love how they consider the fitter with their designs as well. 10 out of 10 for me with an up-down smiley face. Fair enough look. Giles? If I'm buying it as the dog's bollocks, if the customer is, then it's just bollocks. Fair enough, mate. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer it. I'm not going to argue that. Andrew. Fair enough. Cheers for the response. Dave, who cares? Get down to the pub and watch the football. No thanks, because Scotland are out the Euros. And on that comment, I'm Scottish. I'm watching nothing. You're that guy from TikTok. Stephen, shite. Darren, absolute wank. Love how I turned into a duck there. I love it, especially when customers provide it all. Sarcastically written. Shit, crap, awful. Lovely, compelling words. Leo, nearly says his name. Victoria's bum. Absolute putang. Fair enough. I can't argue that. Derek, can't believe you're even asking that in here. I was obviously asking for a reason, because if I end up asking in the channel and put my YouTube in it, saying that it's for something, they end up not approving the post for some reason. I don't think people like to support anybody that's trying to do well. Andy, wank, Robert, shit. Derek again, absolute shit, all made in the same factory as B&Q and Wholesale Domestic. It's made in the United Arab Emirates. Wholesale Domestic bumped their prices up to fool folk into thinking they were getting better quality, as it was more expensive. I'm by no means a plumbing snob, but will never associate my business with crap these places sell. Very true. I fitted a bathroom that was from Wholesale Domestic, and I think the name sounds a wee bit better. You know, Wholesale Domestic, it seems like you're getting something that's an alright bit of quality. That's just physically me. But again, Derek, you're probably right. And I said to Derek, is it okay if I use this for the YouTube video? Crack on, their stuff is inferior crap. I knew a guy who was supplying them with their toilet seats, buying them on by the container load from China, and selling them for £10 a time, with a guy who was paying £3.50 a time, then selling the brand new containers. Fair enough. Got to make bread, brother. Wank. And somebody said, probably Chinese wank at that. James, if Victoria makes a product, I imagine she is partially blind and has been regularly physically abused. I hope this helps. James, honestly, mate, that has absolutely helped a lot. Shite, and utter shite. Thanks, Dave. He refuses to fit it. Andy, don't go there. Total shite. Barry, El Wanko. Barry, I imagine you're from Scotland. What's next one? I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. Guys, these replies are getting worse. I thought there was going to be more people maybe fighting the corner than this. As stuff from Victorian Plumbing, not Victoria Plumb, no issues at all. Again, another Victorian Plumbing one. Who cares? Football's on. Right, okay. Thanks for that, mate. Simon, shit. Leo, I love them. Based on the market, I refuse to fit anything else but Victoria Plumb. Again, another sarcastic answer. Thanks, mate. I really love the time you've put into that. Dave, shite. Scott, dog shit. Neil, doo-doo. Adam, it's cheap shit for a reason. Yanni, crap. Jonathan, Victorian Plumbing, much better. There's another one for Victorian Plumbing. So if you're watching this, guys, maybe try Victorian Plumbing. If Victorian Plumbing are needing some sort to sponsor anyone, hello. My podcast need a sponsor, so if anyone fancies sponsoring it, and me talking about your brand for 30 to a minute. Next one, Victoria shite, Victorian good. Oh, another one. Thomas, absolute crap, awful quality and shocking customer service. Would never ever use again. I mean, I will be brutally honest. I've said a few times that I would never use something again, and I've went back. But these are pretty brutal. Jonathan, shite but pay a little extra, and it's pretty good, to be honest. I don't understand that, mate. I don't understand, buddy. Terry, shite. Martins came on that comment and said, you're right, shit, and it's even more shit. Chris, shite. Ian, crap, shit. Never heard of them. Scott, you must be living in a different planet, buddy, because everybody's heard of them. Joe, fucking terrible. Doug, shite. Victoria Plumb, wank. Victorian Plumbing seems pretty decent, to be fair. Look, I charge 25% extra on labour and materials if customer supplies it or wants it. Fair enough. Brian sent a South Park gig saying terrible. Dave, wank. Glenn sent a load of spewing faces. I'm getting tired now with all these replies. Tim, absolute dog shit. Stephen, the brandy stuff is fine, but on whole, dog shit. Vicky, nope. Definitely not. Lee, shite, fart, and walk out. Lovely. Sarah with a level-headed shout on this, and I'm going to read this out because I asked her if I could use this, and she said yeah, until I know when it goes up. Sarah, I think this is some kind of bandwagon thing. If you think they're okay, then you must be a shit plumber or something. Fair enough, if you've... So, aye, because some guys would label it, if you're fitting that stuff, you must be shite at your job. Which isn't true, because I'm absolutely awesome, and I've used it. Anyway, seriously, we've been used both companies a few times, and any issues we've had been resolved quickly. Some of the products are nice, get a trade account, get discounts too. We use products from Hudson Reed to Castley to Victoria Plumb. I don't see what the issue is. Or maybe it's a case of blame the installer, but oh no one would want to admit that. Fair enough, I can totally, I'm with that argument that, I mean, sometimes it is the fact that it's down to a bad installation, or somebody's not following instructions. Never had any major issues, had a few things broken, but always sent replacement next day. Fair enough for you, that didn't happen on my part. David, they are a merchant that sell different brands, but seem to be lower end of brands. Victorian Plumbing, again, sells some better name brands, but lately delivery has been awful. Which, I mean, if you're going to compare that to after lockdown, you've got to take into consideration the fact that everybody's deliveries have been nothing short of abysmal, really. Also, absolutely not cheap shite. Victoria Plumb are shit like... I'm not going to say that. You're the TikTok plumber. Yeah, man. Here I am. Crap. Shite. It's all the same old shit. Lost all respect when Eastbrew supplied tube to hold the screw. Right, okay, my man, that's not worth it. Must be okay, the guy's a billionaire. Like I said at the start of the video, the man that owns this, owned it, sold it, is never a billionaire. So he must be doing something right. Depends if you like the person or not, and if you like your sanity. Shite stuff, if I'm honest. Joshua, junk. Some goods, some shit, I suppose. What stuff have you been supplying with your bathrooms? I go for... I need to double check it. Mike, pure shite. Mark. But the stuff, see, to be fair, the stuff I supply is decent quality. It's no high end, but it's mid range. Decent quality. The full bathroom furniture probably comes in about 2,200 quid. And for bang for your buck, I think the stuff's very good. Mike, pure shit. Somebody sent run. All depends on the installer. A good one can even fit a B&Q suite, which is very true. But I've seen some of the stuff that comes out there and I wouldn't. Shit, I had 2 steel baths, 3 shower trays damaged on one job. Oh, and it's your responsibility to dispose of them. That's true as well. They don't take the stuff back. You can find similar quality stuff in a skip. Nice one. Shite. If you don't want problems installing them, do not fucking buy plumb shite. Shite. There we have it, guys. We've went through the whole setup of the questions that I asked, and the general consensus is the stuff is pretty brutal. So in a nutshell, that's what everybody's saying. I personally, on a personal level, I choose not to buy their products, but that's just a personal opinion of mine that I wouldn't. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and if you can leave a comment and to see what you would like to see in the next video, that would be great. Peace out, guys. Have a lovely week.